Hi, I'm Tereza with PotomacBeads. Today we'll be creating simple but always elegant double strand knotted pearl necklace. Gather your beads and we will start working. Today we will be working with Czech pearls in 6mm size, natural silk cording in size 6, and this one has 2-meter length. And it has a thread and a needle at the end, which is amazing, and it's very useful for stringing. We will be also using Elegant Elements Clasp, double strand, and knot covers and some jump rings. So for the necklace you will need pearls. It's a very simple project, classic I would say, but it always feels like fun to remember this one. So first we need to start with the knot cover. So take a knot cover and go through it from the inside out with your needle. There at the end make a knot and just to be sure I'm making 2 knots, so let's make a second one over the first one. And to be super sure that this stays where it should, I am using a little bit of glue and I will dab just a bit. You can use super glue glue or any jewelry glue you like, and let it dry, and after that we will close it to the knot cover. After your glue is dry, slide the knot inside, and there I prefer to cut the extra end of the thread now before I close it, because then there are no ends showing out or like coming out of the knot cover. Then use pliers to close the knot cover. And be sure that the knot is still inside. So like this. And now we will be knotting. So classic overhand knot, I'm not using any tools, I'm just using my fingers. So with my nail I'm holding the loop in its place, while with my other fingers I am pulling this thread and tying the knot. So that's the first knot. Now I need to use the needle because I'm putting on my first pearl. Slide it down, and again I'm using a nail to hold the pearl in place, and I'm doing another knot. And I'm holding it with my fingers, with my nails, and tying it with my other fingers. And when the knot is tight, make sure it really stays in its place and it's not loose. And like this, you need to knot the whole strand. So I'm putting on another pearl, sliding it down, making overhanded knot. If you have issues with using the nails, you can help yourself with some tools. You can use tweezers to hold the loop in its place, or you can use like a thicker needle, which I use sometimes not to tie the knots but to untie the knot. So if you have issues, I have here a very thick needle but I don't use it very much, so it can help you to keep the knot in its place, but I prefer using just my nails. Like this, I will be continuing until I have the length I need around my neck. I'm making a choker, so I need it quite short, not to hang it too loose and too low. I'm also using the thick needle when I make a mistake and I need to untie the knots. Then you can stick the needle inside of the knot and untie it a bit. So continue like this, and then I will catch you later. Throughout the work you can notice that the line of the pearls is probably not straight. Sometimes it's a bit up, a bit down, and the knots are really close to the pearls, which is not a bad thing, but I'm personally not a fan of this curvy line. So what I do, I already have the other strand ready, so you can see it's much more straight. And what I do is I simply take the strand and I go with a small strength over, like applying the strength over the strand, trying to strengthen it a bit. It will tie the knots even more and it will make the strand longer. So I have 43 pearls overall strung on my strands, and right now when I'm pulling, it can happen that they will have a different length. So before you completely tie and cut your necklace, I have 43 pearls on both. And due to the knotting and stuff like that, I can see that it looks like that this one is a bit short, but I really have 43 on both. So definitely measure correctly on your neck, or you have some given length, so work according to the given length and test it on your neck before you totally tie the knot and cut the string. So I will do some measuring on myself if all fits. Also take in mind that sometimes if you make, especially not 2 but like 3 strand necklaces, the top line might be a bit shorter than the bottom one, because it will lie higher on your neck, so the diameter is actually shorter, and the bottom one will lie lower, so the diameter will be longer one. So definitely do some testing before you cut the strings. I also forgot one knot here, so it might also be some little culprit there, but overall I will just do, as you can see here, it's just too short even after the straightening. So I will do some measuring, possibly add a pearl, and then we will finish it up. So I decided to keep the length, the number of the pearls 43 for both of the lines, and I pulled a bit more on the shorter line, and now they are exactly the same. So now we need to add the knot cover also on the other side. So end up with a knot and then take the second knot cover, slide it down, and now it gets a bit tricky because you need to really make the knot inside of the knot cover. So this I'm making the same knot like we did, and now it's really important to really keep it in the place so you don't have the loose thread showing between the knot, which is on this side, and the knot on the inside. So I'm really pushing the nail inside of the knot cover. You can use the tweezers, you can use the needle, and I managed. You can also try some other tools to push it down a bit, And now on top of this I need to make a second one. So this will be rather two knots sitting on top of each other than one big knot made of two like we had on the other side, because you can't really make knot over knot here. But yeah, this is it. So I got two knots sitting in the knot cover. Now I need to open my glue and dab the knot again a bit. Again, let it dry, and then we can cut the end and close the knot cover. Then we will attach the jump rings. So after the glue dried, I can cut off the excess thread and use pliers again to close the knot cover. Yes. Now I will use round nose pliers. You can keep the excessive thread to make a bracelet or something else. And with the round nose pliers, I'm making a closed loop on the knot cover, and then using a jump ring I will attach the clasp. So just make sure that you didn't cross the strands. And this is it. So this is quite a fast project. It's just about inspiration, that you can make 1 strand, 2 strand, 4 strand, or even larger strand necklaces or bracelets. It's a really classic, elegant style necklace, I would say, and I think it really deserves some nice clasp, because it's pearls after all, and it will make it look very nice. I have here some other necklace, so you can check out how it looks like with the different ones. So this is a 3-strand necklace compared to the 2-strand. You can also use French wire or other things, but I prefer to use the knot covers. So this is it. This is our double knotted pearl necklace. So thank you very much for watching. If you need any of those materials, you can head into the description under the video where you find all the links. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have pictures to post, you can post them into our beading and jewelry making group of Facebook. And see you some other time.